Tish. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over 25 random facts about me. Yes, Tish. Alright, you guys, I wrote down some random facts and questions that I found on like several different YouTube videos, and then some of my own that I even came up with. I wrote them down here in my YouTube journal, so don't be alarmed if you keep seeing me glancing down, because I'm trying to make sure I don't forget anything. Alright, well, let's jump right into it. Number 1, I am 31 years old. I know I look really young and youthful, but I'm 31. That's still young in my eyes. Anyway, you know, 30 is the new 20, but yes, I'm 31 years old. I'm also 5'7", which is another fact about me. When I was a little girl, when I was a child, I was always taller than like a lot of people that I was around, which made me very self-conscious. But now that I'm older, I feel like everyone has like caught up to me in height, which is pretty cool. Another fact about me is that I have 3 siblings. I have 2 siblings on my dad's side, a brother and a sister, and 1 sibling on my mom's side, which is one of my brothers. My favorite subject in high school was computer information systems. And when I was in high school, I thought that that was going to be my career. I was going to do something with computers, but unfortunately I changed my mind and chose to do accounting when I went off to college, and I kind of regret it, but one day I may go back to school and actually pursue computers and information systems and stuff, because I really like that type of stuff. What is my favorite drink? I love to drink wine. I'm a wine girl. I don't really like to drink a lot of hardcore alcohols like vodka and rum and that type of stuff. I used to in my younger days, but now that I'm not that much of a drinker, I like to stick to wines and wine coolers. I also enjoy coffee. I drink coffee every weekday. I don't really too much drink it on the weekends, and I usually only drink 1 cup a day. I'm not a frequent coffee drinker. My first job was actually as a waitress at Pizza Hut back in high school. Matter of fact, they used to call me Miss Pizza Hut. That was my nickname. That was my favorite job. It was really cool, you know, going home every day with tip money and stuff like that. It taught me a lot of responsibility at a young age. And when I went off to college, I would come home in the summertime, because I went to college out of state. So I would come home in the summertime, and my manager was gracious enough to let me continue my job as a waitress at Pizza Hut, which was really cool. Another fact about me is that I love to cook. I love to find new recipes and stuff. I'm always searching online, and I have several cookbooks. My favorite cookbook that I have right now is by Sweetie Pies, the lady that runs the Sweetie Pies chain of restaurants out in St. Louis. I have her cookbook, and I need to get Aunt Patty, yes, Patty LaBelle, I need to get one of her cookbooks. She has several, so I need to get at least one. Another interesting fact about me is that back in high school, I believe it was my senior year, I severely injured my right knee on an escalator. Yes. And so I ended up on crutches. I'm originally from North Carolina. I took the train from North Carolina up to DC to visit a college that I was interested in. And when I got off the train, at the train station, I realized that I had left some critical information for my college tour on the train. So me and my uncle was racing through the train station, hopping on escalators and stuff, trying to get the train before it departed so I could get the information that I needed. Ended up slipping on the escalator and got cut, and those things are so dirty, so like dirt got caught underneath my my cut. And at first we didn't think it was that serious. We tried to clean it off and bandage it up, but it ended up getting infected. Yes, it got infected, so I had to be rushed to the emergency room and went to the hospital. I almost had to have surgery, but luckily I didn't have to have surgery, and I was on crutches for a while. What is the last thing that I bought? The last thing that I bought, I can't actually tell you because it's a Christmas gift for somebody that watched my YouTube videos, but just know I started my Christmas shopping early. What is my favorite book? I don't particularly have a favorite book, but the last book that I read that definitely left an impact on my life was a book by Judge Lynn Toyer. If you ever watched Divorce Court, she used to be the judge on there, Judge Lynn Toyer. She wrote a book called My Mother's Rules. I believe that's the name of it. Oh, it touched me in such a way. It allowed me to look at life differently and how to navigate different tough circumstances that we may find ourselves in, and especially her family dynamic was very rough growing up, dealing with a parent who was very aggressive and had a mental disorder, and her mom, how she was able to navigate that relationship and provide insight to her children. It really stuck out to me. I read that book while I was pregnant. I was trying to look for ways in order to help me to be a better mom and set a good example for my son. And yeah, that book, My Mother's Rules, you all should definitely check that out. Speaking of books, another interesting fact about me is that when I was in high school, I was on the Battle of the Books team. And it was looked upon as like a nerdy little club, but I loved it. If you're not familiar with Battle of the Books, it's basically a club where you read all sorts of different books from different genres, fantasies, different genres in general. You read these books and you create like little quiz questions and stuff, and you gather up a team and you try to pick out the minorest little details in the books and see, you know, who is going to be able to guess what book it came from. And the team that I was on in high school, we did fairly well, but yeah, that's something that I really loved. It was like a little a little hidden hobby that I had because I like to read. So yeah, I was on the Battle of the Books team. Another interesting fact about me is that I'm allergic to dogs. Of all things, I'm allergic to dogs. It came as such a surprise to me because when I was a child, we always had a dog. We always had puppies, and I never had an issue with it. But then once I got older, I think in like my early 20s, I noticed I was doing like a lot of sneezing and stuff whenever I would be like at my grandmother's house because she had a dog. And it started to get worse, and I ended up going to the doctor, and I had an allergy test done, and come to find out I'm allergic to dogs, so I'm not able to have a dog as a pet, which is a little bit of a bummer for me, but hey. My favorite perfume is actually Rebel Le Fleur, I think it's called, by Rihanna. Oh, she makes some of the greatest perfume scents. I've never tried any of her makeup or her skincare line, but her perfumes are really nice. The one that I like, it comes in the clear bottle with the black trimming around it. Yeah, it's really good. You should check it out. My favorite holiday is probably a toss-up between Valentine's Day and Christmas. I love Valentine's Day because, you know, all the love and, you know, the couple aspect about it and stuff. And me and my husband, we really make sure to make each other feel really special on that day. So I love Valentine's Day. And then I just love the holiday spirit that comes around Christmas. So I really love Christmas, and Christmas was a big deal in my family. My grandma, she was obsessed with Christmas. She kept her Christmas lights up all year round in her house, and outside of her house she kept a Christmas tree up, everything. So yeah, Christmas and Valentine's Day are very special to me. The last concert that I attended was Anita Baker. I saw Anita Baker in concert, you guys. I saw her in Baltimore at like this little intimate arena, and it was so special to me because I know that for a while she was retired from music, and then when she came back, I said, where's she playing at? I gotta make sure I get me a ticket. So yeah, the last concert I went to was Anita Baker, and she was amazing. I can't wait till we can all safely go to different concerts and stuff. These little versus battles and stuff on social media, they ain't cutting it for me. I gotta get the experience of seeing the artist live. I've only been out of the country once. I went on a cruise to Mexico, and I do want to go out of the country again. One of the places that I would like to visit is Canada. I really want to go to Canada. I'm even kind of considering thinking about moving to Canada, although it gets too cold, so I don't know if I would really like that. I also think I would like to visit Italy. My husband has a cousin who was stationed out in Italy, and we were supposed to go visit him, and we never did, but I think it would be a nice trip one day to go to Italy. My favorite stores that you can catch me at a lot of times when I'm out and about is Target and Burlington. I think everybody is kind of obsessed with Target, from, you know, the little special finds that you'll see, and the cleanliness and the customer service. I used to work at Target, and that was one of my favorite jobs. I think it's my favorite job that I've ever had in my whole entire life. I love the way that they treated us employees there. As far as the management staff, they were great, and little Target deals and stuff like that. I love that. I love the customer service of Target. And Burlington be having the deals, I'm trying to tell you. So you can always catch me in there. I do a lot of my clothing shopping at Burlington. My favorite restaurant used to be TGI Fridays. I guess kind of, it sort of still might be, but that's only because I like the mixed drinks. Oh my gosh, me and my friend, we used to go around town to the different restaurants to see who had the strongest drinks in the city. And after our research, we found out that TGI Fridays had the best drinks. So yeah, TGI Fridays is my favorite restaurant. My favorite YouTubers at the moment are Olive Destiny. I started watching her for her hair tutorials. I was watching Olive Destiny back in the day when she used to have her hair relaxed, and she would do like her little roller sets and stuff like that. So I really love Olive Destiny, and I also enjoy her vlogs and her family. She done put her family on the YouTube. She got her sisters got YouTube channels. Even her mama got a YouTube channel. I just love her energy, her positive spirit, and just her family dynamic. I also enjoy watching a streamer, Simone. I just started watching her like a couple years ago, and I love her confidence, and she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. I love her hair, and she became a mother a little before I did, so I like watching her videos to get like different tips on different things to try out with my child. My favorite movie is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yes, I sure do. I love that movie. It's so funny. One of the greatest actresses ever of all time, in my opinion, is Lynn Whitfield, and she played the heck out of that role. I mean, she kills all her roles, but she definitely showed, you know, a lot. She really played the role of Brandy really well in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I have that movie on DVD. And then Martin, he's just hilarious. So like just seeing the two of them, you know, play against each other was just really amazing. And Bobby Brown, I loved his character. I don't know if he played in any other movies, but he was hilarious in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. So yeah, that's my favorite movie. My favorite TV show, I don't really have a favorite TV show at the moment, but I really do enjoy watching Braxton Family Values. That is probably my favorite reality TV show. We are the Braxtons and you see that. Yeah, I love Braxton Family Values. And I think they're coming back for a new season next month, I believe. And I'm really excited about it because after the last season, I thought that they were going off air. So I'm very happy to see that they're coming back. Another fun fact about me is that I used to sing in the women's choir of my high school. And it's very funny because I'm not a good singer at all, but somehow I got into the women's chorus, and they said that I was an alto. So yeah, I did women's chorus for like 2 years, and I loved it. It made me feel good because I was singing in a group. I wasn't, you know, singled out by myself. And we used to do fun things, like we used to sing in the mall during Christmas time, and then we had our holiday concerts at school, and then we would also go to the retirement centers and sing for the elderly people, which I love because I love elderly people. Another fun fact about me is that I have 6 tattoos and counting. Yes, I will be getting some more tattoos, but I'm trying to wait till this pandemic goes over before I feel more comfortable with, you know, going into a tattoo parlor. But yes, I have 6 tattoos, and 2 of them are dedicated to my grandmother, and I'm probably going to get at least 1 more dedicated to her. Another fun fact about me is that I'm quiet and introverted, but once you get to know me, I'm really fun, really energetic, and I like to joke a lot. But yeah, once you until you get to know me, I do keep to myself. And some people kind of perceive that as me being stuck up, but like that's totally not what it is. I'm just, you know, very quiet, and I like to observe people. And my last fun fact about me is that I love cupcakes. Yes, I do. I love cupcakes. They're like my favorite thing. I search for different cupcake places in my area, different bakeries that offer cupcakes, and you know, I just had to make sure that I got my favorite one close to me. I don't like eating cakes, like, you know, the big cakes. That may sound a little strange to people, but I don't like big cakes. I just like little miniature cupcakes. They're the best thing ever. Well, yes, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video about, you know, random facts about myself. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, bye.